Yo! Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and it's Friday. I gotta get down on Friday. All right, welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is, I already said it's Friday. Jeez and crackers. All right, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on YouTube, also at Cruising Podcast, and then also on Apple Podcast, which is at Cruising Podcast. I just uploaded so many episodes to the Apple Podcast. So, hey, look, if you're in quarantine, you need a voice to listen to. Maybe put some people to sleep. I got you. That's the crew. I got you guys on the Apple Podcast. If you just want audio only. Also, where you can find the latest updates of the Cruising Podcast is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, which you can spell back here if you know how to read backwards. Also, or if you're once again doing this audio only, because that would definitely make sense. CREWSIN podcast is where you can find the Cruising Podcast on Instagram and latest updates and stuff like that, and also on Twitter. Normally, I put up my Twitch channel on Twitter, so definitely check out the Twitch also. Now I need at least 10 people watching at all times to I'm trying to become a Twitch affiliate. So with that, all right, let's start the show. The way I'm going to start the show is I'm going to sing you guys a little song. What's the song? I got you guys. Here it is. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Got something. All right. Scoob came out today. It's supposed to be the origin story of Scooby and Shaggy. It came out. This is what I think this is the best part about. This is probably one of the best parts about this quarantine. To tell you the truth, we're going to find some bright lights about it. Is that first of all, my beard is. I found out that I can never grow a beard, so we got that. But also, we are getting theatrical releases of probably really highly sought after movies. We got Scoob that came out. We had Bloodshot, The Hunt, quite a few other movies that came out on video. Well, I guess video on demand. So if you got a chance, definitely go check out Scoob. But I'm very excited. I'm gonna watch it a little bit later, but I'm excited to watch it. I grew up watching Scooby Doo. I'm once again, I'm not born. I wasn't born in the 60s. I wasn't born in the 60s, but my family, my like that is our thing. Hanna-Barbera was life. If we didn't Hanna-Barbera was life. Let's be real. Tom and Jerry, fucking Wacky Races, Scooby-Doo, like even the Flintstones, of course, the Jetsons, all that. I grew up watching it. And one of the main shows that we watched was Scooby-Doo. Now, did it scare me when I was a kid? Of course, because I was a pussy. Let's be real. I still can't watch Scooby Doo at night. But that's not you. You know, you don't judge me. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? You would have been scared too if you was 5 years old and you had older brothers that were, borderline dicks. All right. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but you know, I can't listen to certain Michael Jackson songs. That's just the problem. I'm a huge Michael. What's crazy is I'm a number one Michael Jackson fan, but it's still some things that I just can't listen to at life due to my older brothers. But Scooby Doo is something that I definitely grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? Thelma, Freddie, Scooby, Shaggy, you know, I used to watch this all the time. The Mystery Machine was definitely not just Saturday morning cartoons. It used to come on at night on Cartoon Network. And literally this is where I grew up watching. Especially one of my favorite iterations, probably my second favorite, probably second out of, the original 70s, the 60s, 70s run is a pup named Scooby Doo. That was one of my favorite. To tell you the truth, growing up, I used to come home during the afternoons, and that used to be on too. And then they also used to show that later at night. Because if you don't know, I am a night owl. I don't like even when I was a child, I couldn't really sleep well at night. It's just the way shit rolls. It's just the way life goes, man. But I was definitely I'm happy to hear that they're doing a new animated movie with the but they're doing this Shaggy and Scooby origin story, which we really never got. And it's pretty cool that we're getting it now that I'm 30 years old and I never needed an origin story. I didn't know I needed one. I'd never, Shaggy was like the typical stoner 60s guy. Like that was, and somehow he had a dog. I okay, cool. That's all right. That's what's up. But I'm definitely excited. Um, that was going to be like when I get one creepy movie per year, which I go to the movies by myself, and yeah, and no, it sounds pretty bad, but I do go to movies by myself. I get one creepy movie per year, which means is that I can go watch one children's movie type deal by myself in the back of the theater where there's going to be no one with me, and that was going to be the creepy movie was Scoob. All right, I get one of those though. I get one of those one PG movie, and last year it was Lion King. That was a big fucking mistake, and I won't make that shit again. I was so angry. I was like National Geographics with shitty singing. Like the kid that sung for Simba was fucking horrible. I'm sorry. It was bad. It was terrible. I was very angry about it. I didn't want to be king after that. I don't know. I didn't want to be king. Why do I want to be king? He sounded like a bitch. I didn't want that. I didn't want that for myself. Not, I want no. I'm good. But but I'm definitely excited to go see this movie. So I got my brother and his family actually had a movie night, and that is their movie night tonight. Is watching Scoob, and it's pretty cool, man. Kids can see what's great about today, now and age, in today's whatever. What's great about it is that kids that were like not even a thought can see shows that I grew up watching, like Pokemon. You can go to Netflix right now and go to Indigo League Pokemon. That was my Saturday morning. That was my Saturday mornings. I can go watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I can go do this, that, and the third. I can show kids like this is what I grew up on, like actual good shows. But I'm excited to hear like what they think about Scooby Doo because I know the premise of it is kind of bullshit. Oh my gosh, meddling kids. It's always a person underneath the mask and stuff like that. But my thing is that I liked it when Scooby Doo had a crossover with Batman, and also there was a Harlem Globetrotters, crossover, like multiple Harlem Globetrotter crossovers, also multiple Batman the greatest superhero of all time crossovers, and that's really it's really awesome to like that's what I grew up on, and I'm proud of that. I am proud of that. I don't give a fuck. I used to watch cartoons all the time. You know what I'm saying? Huckleberry Hound. What was it? Shit. Yogi the Bear. Jetsons. Like I said before, Flintstones. Flintstones is still one of my all-time favorite cartoons of what I'm saying that. Fun fact about Flintstones is that they are the first married couple to be shown on TV sleeping in the same bed. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now you have a new wrinkle in the brain. First married couple that have one bed inside their bedroom was the Flintstones. It took us going to the fucking Stone Age to show that on TV. Yeah. You're welcome. You'll think I'm bullshitting, but that was a Trivial Pursuit question, so that's definitely not a lie. So, yeah. So that's just it's cool, and it's cool, and it coming on to video makes it even better to me. So my families can sit around and watch it together and enjoy it with not other people around you. I mean, I love going to the movie theaters, but oh, okay. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So, yeah. Oh man, that caught me off guard. But also, what else have I been watching? Okay. I've been watching. Um, Goodness gracious, I've been watching Last Kingdom. I've been on this Viking trip. Ever since I saw the Valhalla trailer, I've been on this Viking trip lately. I started watching Vinland Saga 2, but The Last Kingdom has my attention. It's a great show. 4 years. I've missed 4 years of this show. Nobody's told me about this greatness. What? Uhtred? What? Young Ragnar? What? King Alfred? What? Like, also, why can't Uhtred keep a chick, man? I'm just trying to figure it out. But if you haven't seen the show, Viking, it's how can I explain it? It's kind of like it's mostly Vikings versus Saxons. That's what they're dealing with. And if you get to see some of the traditions, we don't get a lot of the Vikings all the time. We get a lot more Saxons than we get Vikings. Uh, uh, I think like really the first season was mostly about you know Saxons and Vikings, like all that. And then we go to season two, and that was mostly Saxons. We get a little bit of Viking shit, but that and then now season three, we get a lot more Viking shit. And I think that I know people are trying to compare this to Vikings, but let me tell you something. There's a complete difference between this and Vikings because Vikings literally that's all it's about. It's about those tribes. It's not about the Saxons and the Danes and I'm not the Danes, the Franks and all the rest of the and Britannians. It's not about that. That's what Vikings isn't about. It's about, finding out about Vikings. Like if it's a History Channel show. It's supposed to be really more educational than entertainment, but it is very fucking entertaining. But this show is basically entertainment, a lot of fights, great fight scenes, great mysteries, great it has its twists and turns, which makes it a fantastic show. And if you haven't seen it yet, Netflix has another hit on their hands, definitely. Is The Last Kingdom. Also, I've been watching the anime Vinland Saga. Woo! I love violent animes. I love violent animes. Oh my goodness gracious. It is so violent. It's so violent. Oh my gosh. Just the start of the show, dude straight up jumped onto somebody's ship and just started murking everybody. That's the start of Vinland Saga. That's the start. That's how they started it. And I'm a huge fan of as everybody knows, you think I'm joking around, but we have a little bit of heritage. That's I think it was Norwegian, and as everybody knows, that Norwegians came from that's the Vikings mostly came from Norway and fucking Sweden, and so I have Viking blood in me a little bit, just a little bit, but it's enough. It brings out the warlord in me a little bit, makes me want to fucking go raid shit. But am I going to go in the water? No, I don't know what I'm going to raid. It ain't shit to raid anymore. We don't do that anymore. So but I don't know. Like I said, that Valhalla shit like boiled up that 2% Viking in me. I was like, I need to start watching my people. I need to figure out about my people. I gotta know. Oh man, so we gotta people you gotta die with your sword to go to Valhalla. What? What? They've been killing my ancestors with their swords? The fuck? So some of my ancestors are not in Valhalla? Is that what the fuck you telling me? No, so that's what we're dealing with right now is watching this damn show because this show is so good. I was going to start the show. I was going to start the podcast way earlier, but I got into watching it. I'm in season 3 right now, midway through season 3. Actually, more than and whoo, it is so good, man. I've been like, I come out, I leave work, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch one episode. Psych. It's kind of like the Kims. I can't stop watching the motherfucker. But it is a really, really, really. I'm telling you guys, if you get a chance, definitely go check out Last Kingdom. You won't be disappointed. I promise. You will not be disappointed. All right. So also, let's talk about video games real quick. We got a huge fucking announcement on Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I've been like really dealing with my allergies and like my voice has been in and out. So that's why that's why I had to do this a little bit later this week because it's been weird. It's been weird. It's my worst time to have allergies. It really is allergy and then boom cold and out here the weather's been changing kind of like differently. Really cold, and that's when I get fucked up. Is the cold days. So that's just what's going on. I know it's excuses, but it is what it is. So and also I'm a one-man band over here, so yeah. So but what the fuck was I saying? Oh, Tony Hawk. So Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the first and second one are being remastered and coming out on PlayStation, on really every console. And I am fucking excited. I am so excited for this. What? We get Tony Hawk again? Do I get Kareem Campbell again? What? Brother, start doing the dirty bird. Listen, when I was a kid, we used to get these things called demo tapes, and the demo tapes used to have like 3 or 4 games on them. And one of the demo tapes had Tony Hawk Pro Skater on it. I promise you, we used to play this game on demo for hours, doing new moves, trying to learn how to do the 900 with Tony Hawk. I think normally you can only, with the demo, you can only play Tony Hawk, Bob Burnquist. Wasn't Eric Costa? I don't think Eric Costa was on the first one. I forgot who. I know Bob Burnquist was definitely on the demo, and Tony Hawk was also on the demo too. But then Tony Hawk was an unlockable player for some fucking reason. But Tony, I hope they come out with the remastered of Tony Hawk Pro Skater Underground. That was my favorite out of all of them. I know 1 and 2 is a lot of people's like that was like my introduction to skateboarding was Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And then I started watching X Games a lot more. And us playing the Underground game, that took it to a whole different level. You can customize your player. There's a storyline, a pretty sweet storyline at that. And Underground was such a great way to introduce you to more of the life of a pro skater. You know, you got to go through these circuits. You got to try to meet up with companies to try to get signed to these companies, but you have to do certain tasks to be part of these companies. And it's pretty cool to be it's pretty cool to like kind of get ingrained in that type of culture. And I love, like I said, if they remastered that, they can have my fucking money. I'm telling you. How much you want? $60. All right, that's all I can go. That's all I can do. But so they are having a pre-order right now on Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. I think they're being sold together. And I think with the shit, the pre-order, damn, I can't get fucking words out. With the pre-order, you get one of those little fingerboards, which I can never use those shits. I never knew how to use them. I don't need it. It's cool, but I might pre-order it. And then also we got an 18-minute gameplay of Ghost of I'm gonna fuck this name up. Ghost of Tezuma. Fucked it up. It's okay. I fucked it up. We'll deal with it later. But we got an 18-minute gameplay of it. I've been hyped about this fucking game. I'm mad I have to wait until July 17th. It was supposed to come out, I thought, in March. You know, it was supposed to come out when Cyberpunk was supposed to come out. And it never did. they said, yeah, we're just gonna say to be decided. Fuck you, man. I was waiting on this move. I was waiting on this game. So we got an 18-minute gameplay of it. Of course, I don't have 18 minutes to watch somebody else play a video game. Sorry, this is not my cup of tea. But you know, if you guys do have like an hour or two, you know, kind of spare to go watch my, you know, video gaming on Twitch, that'll be much appreciated. I'll appreciate that. At Nicetown _ finest 27 on Twitch. But this game looks like it's going to be the shit. I'm very, very excited. Okay, I'm very, very, very excited about playing this game. It looks like it's kind of like a little free roaming type. You know, you're fighting. It's kind of like jumping around doing Batman, like on Batman Arkham, the Arkham series type fighting style, just with swords. So I'm kind of excited. I don't care. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go. So we got an 18-minute gameplay of that. They're trying to get, you know, trying to tickle the fancy, trying to get us hyped about playing this game. So let's get that. Let's do it. Also Mafia trailer got released. Not Mafia. They're saying that there is a Mafia trilogy that was just announced also. It's being remastered. kind of remastered. You know, they showed like the old school they showed the old school picture, and then they showed another fuck is that? And then they showed another picture of you know, modern day, the remastered. Looks fantastic. Now, is it going to be the same as that gameplay? Probably. Mafia 3 was pretty bad though. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they should have made that multiplayer and made it just a I'm sorry, y'all, hold on. And should have made it and should have just made it a co-op type deal. So hopefully Mafia 1 is going to be a part of that, going to be pretty good about that too. Sorry. Wow, that just really confused me. Yeah, the Mafia. So it's supposed to be a trilogy, so we're gonna get all three. Whoo, that shit hurt. Oh, that's right. That is right. I watched something on Amazon, and I wasn't expecting to watch the whole series. Not the whole series, but a whole season of it within 2 fucking days. But I did. I did. It's called Upload. It stars the what's his name, man? Robbie Amell, Stephen Amell's Robbie Amell, so it would be Stephen Amell. It's his cousins. It's his cousin, and he was Firestorm on in the beginning of Flash. He was fuck man, I think his name was Robbie on Flash, wasn't it? I forgot. Dude, fuck it. He was on Flash though. He becomes Firestorm, and he is the lead in this show called Upload. That's actually been greenlit for season 2 already. Amazon putting out some hits, man. Let me tell you something. Amazon knows what they're doing. But this show was fantastic. It's like twists and turns throughout the whole show, and it's funny as a bitch. It's so funny. And also the girl that plays Angel, I forgot her name now. I want to continue to forget her name. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, let me IMBD this shit, man, because she deserves all the credit right now. But she was such a great like second lead. You know, they both were co-leads practically. They're trying to figure out this mystery about, you know, Upload is about a guy that dies, but his consciousness is kind of like Altered Carbon, but your consciousness slash brain is put into a server where you're living in a place what they call heaven. And fuck man, what was her name? She, it was Angel, but she Nora. Nora, that's was her name. Name was Nora. And it's practically a love story about those two, but she's trying to figure out. Hold on. So Upload, Andy Allo, that's her name, Andy Allo. Very beautiful woman. Actually, she's fucking. What was it? Was it Sudanese or some shit? I know she's Cameroonian. Cameroonian singer, songwriter, guitarist, and actress. What? I gotta go. I gotta Wikipedia more of her. Oh, R&B and soul. Oh, Andy, I never heard of her. I have to hear her music a little bit. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll come back to that. Yeah, her name's Andy Allo, and she's Cameroonian and American. And I would have never guessed it. It was wow, it's a great mix. I don't yeah. Oh, like, damn, what the fuck am I damn. Okay, Upload. I'm talking about Upload. Andy Allo, go look her up. Don't and also if you might got her contact, tell her to hit me up. But but the show is about a guy whose consciousness is put into a server, and she is kind of like the tech support of the server. And these people are living their lives. Your family can still see you practically. Your family can see you virtually. Right? Yeah, it's virtually. Your family can still see you. Practically still alive, but just virtual. And you live in a computer. And we're trying to figure out why he died. Because the way he dies, no one hasn't died this way in like hundreds of years. Well, a very long time. It's kind of hard to die the way he died. And it's, I definitely advise you guys to watch it. It's 30 minutes per episode. Like, most of the episodes are about 25 minutes. This is why I kind of watched it in 2 days. And it's only 10 episodes. And I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. It is so good. It is so good. And yeah, it definitely need to be greenlit for season 2 because we need to figure out some shit. We got some shit to figure out. Some weird shit happened at the end too. So, yeah, man. So practically, you can live forever in the computer. That's literally what the show is about, and it kind of gave me the feel of Good Omen. I was scared that would give me that feel of Good Omen because Good Omen was like it was a comedy, but it wasn't great. It wasn't a great show. This show had the Good Omen feel, but I don't know. It hit differently. It was different, And if you haven't seen Good Omen is about an angel and a demon trying to stop the apocalypse. That's like this show when their lives together, throughout history, and yeah. So it gives you that kind of a feel, not the whole angel. It's just I don't know. It's like the aesthetics are kind of like the same. I don't know how to really like the flow of it's kind of the same also, but the comedy is really good. The storyline is even better. That's it if you come for the comedy, but you stay for the storyline. Like that's how good this shit is. So definitely check. It's called Upload. It's on Amazon. They have been greenlit for season 2, which is very exciting. And I can't wait to go watch season 2. I would definitely rewatch season 1. I've never been one of those to rewatch shit unless it's like it doesn't have a storyline to it, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It doesn't have a storyline to it, and I can continue to watch it. And also Archer. I've been watching a lot of Archer. Fuck, man. Also, What We Do in the Shadows. Last one. What We Do in the Shadows continues to be a great show. Continues to be overlooked. Over fucking looked. That show is so overlooked. That was overlooked, and I think people are sleeping. But Dave is the best new show this year. Period. It hit everything. It makes you laugh. One episode literally makes you cry. One episode makes you just think like, there's these type of people, and then these type of people, but it can coexist. You can make it coexist, and it's fuck, man, it's such a great show. So Little Dicky kills this show. I think he wrote it, starred, like produced all the rest of that cool shit. And it worked. It worked so well. And I definitely tell you guys, please go check this out. It's on FXX. FXX. Sounded like a porn network. FSX. F double X. That's what we're gonna do. F double X. Okay. Definitely go. It's on Hulu also. So I definitely advise you guys. Look, I'm giving you guys some game right now because I know we're winding down these reopenings and shit. I know people are gonna start being out and about soon here, and except for in California because you guys have a governor that I guess gives a fuck about you guys. But as things reopen, but you still are at home, kind of. These are some of the shows that you can these are some shows that you can binge right now. I'm trying to like figure out words. So tomorrow, I'm gonna have a show tomorrow. It's gonna be a special show tomorrow. It's gonna be mostly about sports, mostly about this list I just saw about an all-time list. I'm just gonna keep it to the top 10. And also, I'm going to talk about the UFC that just happened too with Justin Gaethje and Tony Ferguson. That I was supposed to talk about last week, but I fucking forgot. So not forgot. I got tired. I mean, sick. Just man, these allergies suck, man. Don't get allergies. Don't give your children allergies. You're an evil person if you do. No, I'm joking. But no, I feel way better than I did last week. Let me just tell you that shit. I feel way better. But with that, I want to say thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast one more time is at Cruising Podcast on YouTube, also at on Apple Podcasts at Cruising Podcast. Once again, if you're watching, you read it right here. Also on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown Finest. And yeah, with that, I want to say thank you guys so much for listening. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for sports, practically mostly sports and anything that comes up. So with that, deuces. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? I want to know to do now. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Got some bird with that mysteries. I don't know. All right, deuce.